that one would win an award if I was judging. But anyway, our highlights this past year, we had a 100-year banquet. This club reached 100 years this past year, 2026. I'm sorry, 25. And so that was quite an accomplishment. We had a Constitution Festival float for the first time in many, many, many years. And I got to tell you, we decided as a board to have a float, and we budgeted some money for it. And then I came to the realization what it really costs to get a float. And I said, what am I going to do, you know? And we have a member who can't be here tonight. And by the way, Shorty Weisel is turned 86 years old today. So if you have his phone number, text him a happy birthday. He's at home with his family and friends having a birthday party. So, Shorty comes up and says, well, I know a few farmers with hay wagons. I'll see if I can get one. And I'm thinking, oh man, I've seen some hay wagons that look pretty ratty. Right? Well, this hay wagon looked like it was just built. I mean, it was beautiful. And I said, okay, here comes Shorty driving it into town on the back of his pickup truck. And now I got a hay wagon. How am I going to get it decorated? So I called Barb DiGiacomo. I said, Barb, you know anybody build a float or knows what they're doing, put a float together and could help steer this thing? She goes, oh yeah, call Lisa Lingenhole, another member. And so I called Lisa. And I think you can see some of the pictures up here of the float that we had if you weren't there in person. But it was a beautiful float and just wonderful support by the community. Some of the ambassadors from the high school came over and helped. They helped us put the float together. And it was a tremendous success. And all of a sudden, I couldn't get anybody to ride on the float, and all of a sudden they saw it, and everybody wanted to ride on the float. So I had to walk. But anyway, that's okay. I enjoyed the walk. We set up our 100-year amphitheater legacy project. That was a major accomplishment this year, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. We installed 4 peace poles throughout the community. The 4th one was installed today behind the library in the gardens, the Rotary Garden. There's one at Aljancic Park, there's one at the trailhead by the firehouse, and there's one in Constitution Park. And 2 more, we have 2 more to put in at some point in the future. We inducted 12 new members this past year. And that's thank you to all those who knew somebody that knew somebody and brought them into the Rotary program. It just is a real pleasure to have new faces and new ideas, new resources. It's amazing how many resources we have in the room of a Rotary on any given time. If you need to know anything about plants, you got Cindy Petiti over there. She can tell you everything and anything there is about plants and help you get started. If you want to know something about law, we have an attorney over here that can help you. Doctors, Terry Pansino. We have so many resources that we can pull from. And whenever I needed something, somebody always stepped up. Said, I can do this. And that made it a real pleasure to be your president. We sent $1,000 to this sister club to help them with the flood. If you remember in Texas, there was a horrible flood where it went through a girls' scout camp or a girls' camp or something like that. I forget the name of the city. But it was just a horrible thing. And so we went out, and I talked to the board about it, and we decided, rather than just give a straight donation, we'll match the community. So a couple of us went around second Friday with a bucket, a big 5-gallon bucket, and said, had somebody on stage tell them what we're doing. We raised $500 in about an hour with the buckets. And so we matched that $500. Well, we didn't quite match it. We matched all but about $80 or something like that. And Mark Sigler says, I'll take the rest of it. Made it $1,000, round number. So we sent that on to the folks in Texas, to their foundation. There is also the recurring projects, which we awarded $10,000 in community grants this year. We also do Polio Plus. We have a pancake breakfast every year, and you see pictures of that up here as well. And we raise a lot at I think it's what is it called, the Christmas Bazaar or something like that at the middle school, and it's a big success. And we send a lot of money every year to Polio Plus to eradicate polio. Right now, there's only 2 countries on Earth that have any polio, and that's Afghanistan and Pakistan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the only 2 that are left, and we're working to eradicate those. I want to say a special thanks to my board members. Please stand. You deserve a lot of credit for what's happened this past year. If you were on the board, please stand. Give them a round of applause. Couldn't do this without them. And for 3 of them, Barb DiGiacomo, Bill Wood, and Glenn Heiler are retiring from the board this year after an average of 8 years each of serving on the board of directors for Rotary Club. Thank you for your service. It's been great. And I think we have is Cindy Fisher here? Yeah. Cindy, can you come up? And can I get, I'll let Cindy take the mic. She knows more about what we're going to do here.
If I could get Bill and Barb, and is Glenn here tonight? No. So Bill and Barb, if they could come up, please. So it's sorry, a little shorter than Jim. It's rare to have such amazing people that volunteer, and it's even rarer to have people that give their entire heart volunteering and do it for multiple years, let alone almost an entire decade. And both of these people have done that for almost an entire decade. When you think of the exchange student programs, Bill Woods is almost synonymous with that. I mean, anything and everything that has to do from coordinating host families to events to overseeing the youth. I was at one of the second Fridays, and he was on the lookout for the youth, and then the next thing I know, turned around and he's there talking to them and welcoming them to Second Fridays. And that just is an example of really his service and dedication to the board and to being on the board and to the Rotary and to the exchange program. And Bill, we really, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all the years of your service. And we appreciate you. Inside the envelope is a small token of our appreciation, but you've really made a huge difference in the lives of the youth that you've impacted and the community. And we really appreciate that. Thank you. And Barb, I don't know. I see you everywhere. You're literally touching everything that we do, from the pancake breakfast to Second Friday's cleanup. I'm there at 10 o'clock. You're there getting tables, and I'm taking pictures, and you're getting tables and things down to countless hours spent coordinating for the foreign exchange students and trying to find homes, and even tonight talking about we've got a home for the exchange students. And I know sometimes it's frazzling, but you do it with grace and elegance, and have done it with grace and elegance. And we, as like Bill, we really appreciate all the years of service that you've had, the dedication to the volunteering hours that you've put in, and you have really made an impact, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you. Wait, you took my speech.
Don't need those.
Thank you, Cindy. Sorry, Rob, your mic just slid off the. There we go. All right, we have two exchange students here that's been with us this past year, Maria and Serena. Would you want to stand and be recognized? Oh, there you are. And, Rob, I'm having trouble here. All right. Check. Oh. Help. Check. Okay. This little mic is being attached for Rob, so he's recording the whole program tonight. Special thanks to Rob Johnson, a member of ours who is Spotlight Media. He's back there doing work. You can catch everything that happened tonight, or not everything, but everything after we started after dinner, will be on his YouTube channel. Okay. Anyway, Maria and Serena will be here for a few more weeks, and then they'll be going back to their home country. And it's been a real pleasure to have them in our community, going to the high school, participating in all the activities, and they've just been it's always a pleasure to have exchange students. And we will have a girl coming in from Hungary soon. And we do need a host family for that young lady. And I understand she's very talented and a very good musician, and have a great experience when she gets here. So if you know of somebody that knows somebody and would be a good candidate for a host family for this young lady, please see one of us, and we'll get in touch. Maybe it's one of you guys that we really could use that. We do have one? Oh, we have one. Well, somebody I didn't know. Well, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. Woo! That makes a big difference. Thank you so much. Who are we looking at? Terry, Beth? Well, thank you. Oh, great. Thank you very much. All right. Also want to thank those who have hosted this past year. And I think I mentioned your names earlier. It's really a great thing to have an exchange student. And they get to learn a lot about our country, and we end up learning a lot about their country and their cultures and things like that. And a lot of times you don't understand when somebody comes in from another country. They have different cultures. They do different things a little differently than we do. And so it takes a little bit of adjustment to get used to it. But once you get it, it really is a great thing. Okay. I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize my wife, Vicki, back there. 53 years of marriage. And she has supported me in everything that I've done this past year to serve above self.
and she understands it, and she's come to a lot of the events and helped out. She's been a great help to me and supporter. So thank you, dear. Appreciate it. Now I'm going to talk about some awards. So can I have Cynthia Kirchner come up, please? Those of you who know Cynthia understand that she's a doer. With the 100-year banquet on our horizon, I knew that if I gave Cynthia the reins, she would get the job done. Her first move was to get Amy Simpkins and Jennifer Anderson on board to help with the planning and execution of one of the most impressive events that I have ever experienced. And I've been to a lot. So it was just amazing. She also, by the way, planned tonight's event. So you can thank her for finding this venue and putting it together. Oh, make sure I get the right one for you. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Cynthia, for your hard work and service above self, the membership of the Rotary Club of Louisville, in appreciation for your contributions to the 100-year banquet and hosting our Christmas party at our home, which is really a cool home with a great bar. And the work she does on Louisville Second Friday, you wouldn't believe. She takes care of all the food trucks, gets them booked, and takes care of the market down in St. Louis parking lot, and getting all those vendors and stuff down in there, and so much more. Thank you so much.
So could I get Randy Starr to come up, please? So about 3 years ago, with the 100-year approaching for our club, we wanted to leave a legacy for future generations to enjoy. And it was decided that we would finish the amphitheater that was started 25 years ago. From day one, Randy took the lead in the design, the fundraising, and the working the details that come with this kind of a project. This was not an easy task, but Randy was never going to surrender. He was determined that this was going to happen. And with that determination, the membership would like to show their appreciation and present you with this special award.
It says here, for your dogged determination and drive to our 100-year legacy project, and a picture of the new amphitheater. Have a few words.
I just want to say, number one, thank you. But it's so nice to be up here and not have to ask anybody for money. And I'm sure you all appreciate that too, right? But seriously, it's been a long journey, a lot of work, and it's going to get better and better here over the next few weeks, maybe a couple of months. We've raised plenty of money to make this project happen. little over $620,000. And with that, I'm going to let Andy Tarosky, when he comes up, since he's our speaker tonight, he's going to talk about the amphitheater and some of the details. So thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
I've said this many times, that amphitheater project would not have happened without that guy right there. Okay, I have one more award to present tonight, and that is the Rotarian of the Year. I had feedback from numerous members who recommended various members of our Rotary Club. And there were many deserving members who could easily qualify for this award. That's been around since the beginning of our country. And that was a standard bearer. And I thought, well, I've heard that over, the course of my career. And I thought, where did it originate from? So I went back and did some research and found out that it was originally the term given to the person who, in the military, would hold the flag and march, run point, be first guy out and hold the flag in an exercise or in a battle. Well, that's kind of morphed, I should say, into a current day description of what a standard bearer is. Cambridge Dictionary describes it as people who will lead. The Air Force Academy describes it as someone who strives to uphold our standards. This brought me to my decision to have the membership award William Wood as someone who exemplifies a standard bearer and this year's Rotarian of the Year. Bill, you want to come up? This says, a standard bearer, Louisville Rotarian of the Year, William Wood, 2025-26. Bill, congratulations. I have to stand for it. I'll get you just when I get off.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything you did. Okay, next I would like to bring up our district governess, Kim Weiss, and she has a few words to speak of, I think, and she will induct our new officers. Thank you very much.
I'm not hiding, I promise. I was getting a couple things out. I was hiding. Welcome and thank you everyone for such a gracious welcome to myself. Many times I've been to your club. The 100-year anniversary was very, very special. And I can't say enough about it. Jim's right. It was an amazing evening. I don't know if any of you remember, but I'm from the Minerva Club. And our 100-year-old member came to your 100-year dinner, and that was one of the highlights of his, the rest of his life, because he passed away shortly after that. But I want to say that he enjoyed Maria and Serena. That was a highlight for him, getting to meet both of you and just spend some time with you as well. So again, thank you for inviting me to the 100-year dinner. Thank you for inviting Bill as well and making us feel so welcome. And that's the wonderful thing about Louisville. I just love Louisville. It's a beautiful city. Everyone there is so welcoming. I do have a few gifts for some special members that were unable to make it to the district conference, because a few of your members are actually committee members for the district. So you are not only active locally in your communities, but you're also active via the district as well. Now, I know Eva's not here tonight. She had a family member pass away, I've heard, and it was a celebration of life tonight. So Eva was not able to be here. She is my assistant district governor. And so I do have a gift for her. I'm going to give it to Greg. And Greg, will you ensure that she gets that? Thank you. I also have a gift for Dave Yeagley. Dave, would you come up, please? And one of the things I wanted to do was really thank my committee members, because you guys do so much, and I know sometimes you don't always get that recognition that you deserve. So I'm proud to give you your first Paul Harris Fellow.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Here is your certificate.
Oh, thank you.
There's a little gift in here, but let me get your pin out. Not only that, but I also have a pin for being part of the Rotary Youth Exchange Program. There's a special pin in there for you, but I want to give you your first Paul Harris Fellow. And I'm really excited about this.
So am I.
Yeah, you didn't expect this, did you?
No, not at all.
No. All right, I have to get it out first. We'll see how that works. And the Paul Harris Fellow is the highest recognition you can get in Rotary. And so I just want to congratulate you and thank you again for all you do with the Rotary Youth Exchange.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. It really has.
Is it okay if I just pin it right up here?
Absolutely.
I promise I won't stick you. I'm not going to try to stick it through the rest of the shirt here. See if I can get it in here. It's a little tricky. Okay, let me try it. Maybe. Let's see. Where's your shirt? Oh, there we go. Finally. There we go.
Thank you.
Let me give you,
Thanks so much.
there's another little gift in there for you as well. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, more pictures. Okay, thank you. Now, I don't believe this person has been called up to the podium enough tonight. Mr. Bill Wood, would you please come to the podium one more time? Now, you as well have some special gifts in here, but you have your first ruby. So this is your Paul Harris plus, I don't know, what is it, 6, 7, something like that? It's Paul Harris plus 6.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna stick that in there.
I've already got one.
Oh, I know. Well, you get another one. Okay. All right. Get it through your jacket there. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
You are quite welcome.
Okay,
Well,
thank
you know,
you.
you would get a hug.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome, and this is yours as well.
Okay, thank you.
Don't, we better get a picture here.
Oh,
This,
okay.
this gentleman won't let me out.
Yeah.
Thank you. I remember meeting Bill many, many years ago through the Youth Exchange Program. And at one time I was doing some of the interviewing for the outgoing students, so that was really special. So I met Bill a long time ago. Talked to Dave tonight. Dave told me that, was it your father, your grandfather?
My great-grandfather and my grandfather and my father.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're all members of the Minerva Club, probably some of the founding members. So we've got a little connection there. Yes. All right. Now, what I really came here for tonight was a privilege for me. As your district governor, I'm glad to be here tonight for one of the most important and inspiring moments in the Rotary year. And it's the induction of your club board, and then also, or your club committees chairs, and then also your incoming president. This ceremony is more than just a change of leadership. It is a celebration of service, a renewal of commitment, and a reminder of the incredible impact we can make when we work together through the community of Rotary. So each year, new leaders step forward to guide us, inspire us, and help us to serve our community and the world more effectively. So today we honor those who have served, and we welcome those who will lead us into the future as the committee members. So before we look ahead, let's just take a moment to look back. To the officers and board members, I know some of you have been celebrated already, but who have served over this past year, I just want to say thank you. Your leadership, your time, and your unwavering commitment have made a difference. So please join me in a round of applause for all the outgoing leadership. It's now time to install the new club officers, and if they would please step forward. And I believe I have Greg Anderson, Brock Hutchinson, Shannon Benson, Cindy Fisher, and Randy Starr. Now, Sandor, and I hope I say his name correctly, Giamatti, oh, so close. Sandor's not with us tonight, but for the rest of you, I've got a pen. Let's see, where'd our pens go? Oh, yeah, put them on top. Okay. You have been chosen by your fellow members to guide your club in the upcoming year. This trust is not given lightly. It's earned through service, your integrity, and your commitment to Rotary's ideals. So as officers, you will be called upon to make decisions that affect your members, your projects, and your reputation in the community. You will be expected to uphold the four-way test in all that you do, and you will accept the responsibilities of your office and will do the best to lead this club with fairness, vision, and dedication. Do you so say, I do?
I do.
Okay. So repeat after me. I, and you can say your name,
I, Greg,
do solemnly promise
do solemnly promise
to uphold the Constitution and bylaws
to uphold the Constitution and bylaws
of the Rotary Club of Louisville,
of the Rotary Club of Louisville,
to carry out the duties of my office
to carry out the duties of my office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
to support my fellow officers and members,
to support my fellow officers and members,
and to advance the object of Rotary in all my actions.
and to advance the object of Rotary in all of my actions.
You didn't know you were going to have to do this much work tonight, did you? Okay. But by the authority invested in me with the members of this club, I now declare you duly installed as the officers of the Rotary Club of Louisville for the Rotary year 2026-2027. Congratulations, and you all get a pin. Can we give them a hand? Okay. Let's see what I got here. I've got Sergeant at Arms, that's Randy, I already know it. Okay, thank you, thank you. And then I've got Club Secretary, is that you? Oh my goodness, there we go. And then I've got Treasurer, he's not here. I've got the President-elect. Yes, yes, so you're next, right, you're next. Okay, let me give you that. And we've got the Vice President. There we go. And I'm getting to you, Greg. And I have a past president here too, but I didn't. Okay. So I'm going to leave the other one with you, but here is the club president.
All right.
Okay. Now, I think I'm handing this over to you, Greg, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would just, again, thank all of you as club committee members for taking such good care of this club. It is an amazing club that you're part of, and I know you know that. So I'm going to hand it over to Greg, and I may be back up here in a minute. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. This is as president of the Louisville Rotary Club. For those who haven't been with Rotary, more than 120 years ago, a Chicago attorney named Paul Harris gathered a few of his friends with a simple idea. And that idea was to create a group of professionals who could build friendships and serve their community. Their meetings, hence Rotary, among each other's offices, and from that small beginning, Rotary was born. What started with 4 people has grown into a worldwide movement because the need that inspired Rotary is still with us today. So Rotary reminds us that service, fellowship, and a commitment to doing good still matter in our communities. And it still inspires all of us today that are part of Rotary. It's truly an honor to accept the privilege and the responsibilities of being the president of the club this year. And this is actually my second time. So I'm not sure if I did such a good job the first time that they wanted me to come back, or that I had still more to learn, but this will be my second time. And 20 years ago, when I wasn't looking for Rotary, in fact, Rotary found me. And before moving to Ohio, I had actually been a member of a Kiwanis Club of Colorado. So I could have easily joined that organization when I moved to Louisville. Come to find out, I'm glad I didn't, because the Kiwanis is no longer alive here in Louisville anymore. But the reason I joined Rotary was simple. I was invited. 2 men, Kenny Bob Smith and my father-in-law, Mike Yeagley, reached out and asked me to become a member. They made me feel welcome. They made me feel needed. And 20 years later, I can honestly say that I'm proud to be a member of the Louisville Rotary Club. Their invitation changed my life. And it reminds me that membership doesn't grow by accident. It grows one relationship at a time. And that's why I want to challenge every member here tonight to invite a friend, a neighbor, a family member, or a colleague to join our club. By all accounts, we are a very healthy club, but membership is key to our continued strength and impact within the community. And so why don't the folks around, our Rotarians tonight, invite, for example, our Rotary flag drivers to become members. All right, I see some heads moving. There's people looking down, but we'll certainly come looking for it. So I'm only partially joking, because after all, you've already are doing the work of Rotarians, and we might as well make it official at some point in time. So tonight, I want to do a couple of thank yous before I turn it over to our keynote speaker. So first of all, Jim, would you come up, please? So I want to thank Jim for his outstanding leadership over this past year. Thank you for your dedication and for leading our club stronger and well-positioned for the future. And with that, be your plaque. So, yeah, thank you so much. So Dan's going to get a picture. So hey, I'm on the stage and I'm about the right height.
Is it okay if I pin you, Jim?
So Kim is giving Jim his past president pin. Jim will serve as a board member for at least the next year to ensure that we have continuity in the club as we move forward this next year. Thank you, Jim. Another big hand for Jim. And to our new board members, We've got Randy, Jim will continue, Cindy, Mark, Brock, Amy, Shondor's not here tonight. I want to thank you for stepping forward to serve. Leadership is never one person. Rotary works because we work together. We're a team, and I'm grateful to serve alongside each of you as we continue building on a strong foundation that has already been laid. And I want to offer a special thank you to our flag drivers. Your commitment to this community, your willingness to take on one of our club's biggest projects is absolutely remarkable. Through your hard work, you not only help fund the good work that we do, but you also demonstrate what service above self looks like and in action. I want to thank you all for your countless hours that you invest and the pride that you bring to our club and to our community. I want to thank Kim, our district governor, who will be stepping down after June 30th, for the work that she's done to help build the Rotary clubs throughout District 6650, and of course for being here with us tonight. It's a special honor, Kim. Thank you. And I do have to, in advance, thank my wife for the journey that we're going on with this adventure over the next year. Without Jen, and if people don't know, Jen was already recognized tonight for the work that she did. Your banquet. Jen is very involved in our community, and it's part of what we do together as a couple as well. So Jen, for the next year, thank you. So more than a century, Rotary began because someone invited a few friends to gather together and serve others. That same spirit is alive today, folks, and it lives in each one of us. I look forward to serving along all of you as we continue to live our Rotary motto, which is service above self. And I want to thank you, and let's make this a great year. So thank you for, again, the trust and the honor to serve as this year's club president. Now with that, we do have one more speaker this evening. And for those who know Andy Turowski, Andy is another person, not only a club member, but he also serves relentlessly and with pride in the community of Louisville. So not only has Andy grown up in the ranks of our community, he was our police chief. Today he serves as our city manager. So tonight, Andy's going to give us an update on what's going on in the city and give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you might have with some of the great works that are coming together and some of the great things that continue to build within our community. So Andy, come on up.
Thank you. It's, well, it's a matter of finding my notes is what it is. It's nice to be here tonight to talk to all of you about our community, but what I want to do first, because Jim's too much of a gentleman to do it, I wanted to ask if the person who ate fish tonight but ordered something else could meet Jim after the meeting. That caused his dinner to be delayed by quite a bit of time, and he was getting a bit hangry back there at the back table. He would just like to speak to you. Actually, Jim did tell me it would be in my best interest to keep this short, and I certainly understand why. I'm not sure exactly what he meant by that, but I also know that I don't want to find out. And we also did agree to leave a little bit of time at the end if anybody had any questions more specifically about some of the things that we have going on in the city. As you know, Rotary has a long history of providing services and assets to the city of Louisville. The restrooms at Mesker Park, the trail cleanups, the warm coats program, the peace poles, the markets, the flag program, the list goes on and on. We're all very familiar with those things. One of the things that sticks out most to me about the Rotary here in Louisville is how deeply ingrained the concept of service above self is. It's a mentality that you can't not notice when you're doing anything with the Rotary, and I think I first probably became aware of it. I saw Alan Gress come in the room earlier. Him and I shared a flag route way back when the flag program first began, and he was really kind of my first contact with Rotary. And he, without question, exemplified the service above self. And then I, of course, as time went on, came to find out that it existed in just about every Rotarian that was in the club. So thank you for that, Alan. So my intent was to retire from the city about a year ago. I had an exit plan. I knew who I was going to recommend to replace me. I had travel plans, I had vacation plans, and I was excited to kind of bring to a close a career of 33 years in public service, and was really looking forward to what was next. City Council on 2 occasions went out to find a new city manager, but neither one of those searches kind of went as planned. And as you probably guessed, that resulted in me being here with you now. If someone would have told me a year ago that I'd still be here today, I probably would have told them that they were taking advantage of the recently legalized marijuana at the time. But it begs the question, why did I stay? Why did I choose to continue to work, put off retirement, take a job that I didn't apply for, and continue in some capacity with the city? And you know, it was not a quick decision at the time, but I guess for a career decision, it was kind of quick. And in retrospect, and in thinking about it over the years, or over the months rather, I can say without question that it was because of the people that I work with, because of the people that are sitting in this room right now. Although city government is vastly different than the Rotary, I like to think that in much of what we do, we also share that service above self mentality. Whether it's Chief Carasello and Chief Bordner going above and beyond to ensure a high degree of public safety in Louisville, attending events, being present in the community, or it's Public Works Director Daryl Steinman keeping the water, running programs that have improved our utility plants, our roads, our parks, or Dave Maley working to enhance or to improve our economic development and create programs that allow us to respond to blighted properties more quickly and more effectively. Or Finance Director Matt Bupp, who ensures that we are financially accountable and that we are compliant with a myriad of rules, regulations, and laws. Our Law Director, Tanya Rogers, who makes sure that through all of this, we are staying out of any legal trouble, or even Tiffany Justice, who keeps the administration of City Council and Human Resources on track. We are really blessed to have the staff that we do, the kind of staff who routinely put the community's priorities over their own. It involves long hours, public scrutiny, many after-hours meetings and phone calls. It involves more than your traditional 40-hour work week. Just as importantly, our elected officials, Mayor Street, Council members Aljancic, Godone, McAllister, Adkins, and Johnston, all have a sincere invested interest in doing right by the citizens of Louisville and improving the community. Matter of fact, last week, staff and council came together for our goal-setting session where we look forward to the next couple of years and decide what the priorities are. And the degree that which everybody cares about the community was evident in the presentations and the questions and the conversations. And everything was geared towards doing what is best for the community today, tomorrow, and into the future. All of this makes still being here, working for the community or working for the city, a truly meaningful privilege. And I'm glad that I did stay. Just a few things that this dedicated and committed team has accomplished in just the past couple of years or few years. We've made considerable upgrades to our utility systems, the things you don't see, the things we all take for granted, that the water's going to be there when we turn the faucet, and that the toilet water's going to go away when we flush the toilet. The construction of a much-needed fire station alongside a revamped trailhead that involves, or includes rather, a couple of EV chargers, significant improvements to the maintenance and the amenities in our parks, significant improvements to the roads and infrastructure, meaningful steps to finally address the flooding issues that have plagued Louisville for so long. As a matter of fact, since we've completed phase 1 and are moving to phase 2, we've not had any over-the-road flooding this year, and that's me knocking on wood and hoping I don't regret saying that. We've also positioned ourselves to address what is our largest current capital need, and that is a functional, safe, ADA-compliant city hall that ultimately will go a long way to enhance the downtown Main Street corridor. As with Rotary, this list too goes on and on. And I should also point out, because it's important, all of these projects were completed without the need or the ask for additional tax money. We've also collaborated in a very positive way with the library, the school district, Nimishillen Township, the Umbrella Alley Committee, the Rotary, the Main Street Committee, and many others for the betterment of our community. Some of those collaborations have resulted in an expanded school resource officer program. We are very near having a school resource officer in every school building. The addition of Booker, for those of you that don't know him, Booker is an emotional support dog that does a lot of work in the schools and elsewhere. The yard waste and recycling center programs with the township, the raising of the failing mausoleum in Union Cemetery and the reburial of the remains that were within. The widely successful Second Friday program and Umbrella Alley, and what I think is going to be probably the biggest gift that the Rotary ever gave our community, the amphitheater project. All of those collaborations, in my mind, in my opinion, resulted in something very positive for the community. The amphitheater project, of course, began with just the Rotary as a way to commemorate their 100-year anniversary. As planning progressed, it evolved into a true partnership between the city and the Rotary. Along the way, there were several different concepts that were considered, but thanks in large part to the vision and, I'll call it, encouragement of Cynthia Kirshner, we ultimately arrived at what the final design is, an impressive structure that is fitting for the crown jewel that is Metzger Park. As many of you already know, through grants, generous private donations, and support from the city, a large sum of money has been raised to bring the project to life. This is an incredible accomplishment and a testament to the commitment so many of you have to this community, especially former President Randy Starr and, well, I guess former now President too, Jim Dutter. I know that when the grants became part of the funding equation, the federal, state, and local funds became part of the funding equation, the project slowed down a little bit, I think to the frustration of a lot of people, certainly to the frustration of myself. I think everybody would agree that there are an endless number of rules related to the expenditure of federal, state, and local tax dollars, and that's the reason why it has slowed down. But I am pleased to report tonight that we have a bid package that was reviewed by council, is awaiting just a few small changes and should be complete by Friday. And then ideally, we will be out to bid for that project sometime in the next couple of weeks. Once that happens, it'll be advertised for about 30 days, and then contractors interested in the project will respond to it. We will select one of those contractors, and construction should start shortly after that. The goal is to have it up and running before the fall. Years from now, families attending concerts, community events, and celebrations at the amphitheater may never know all the people who made it possible, but they will benefit from the legacy of service that made it happen. None of these results would be possible without so many people who embrace the service above self mentality. The truth is, communities, great communities, just don't happen by accident. They become great because people choose to serve, people choose to volunteer, to lead, and to collaborate, and they put the needs of others above their own. This is what Rotary does. It is what so many of our city employees and elected officials do, and it's what makes Louisville such a great and special place to live, work, and raise a family, and why we are the only community in Stark County to have grown each year since the 2020 census. I can tell you from personal experience, we've been through the bad. As a community, this, in my mind, is one of the best times to be a part of Louisville. We have some very positive things going on, in no small part because of organizations like the Rotary and people who care about the community. So on behalf of the city, thank you for everything that you do as a Rotary Club. Thank you for your commitment to this community, for your willingness to serve, and your willingness to continue a tradition that will make Louisville stronger for generations to come. We do appreciate it, and we are happy to be partnered with you in so many different ways. And if anybody has any questions about the projects, the programs, the initiatives that we have going on now, I'll be happy to answer them. But otherwise, I think I held true to Jim's request to keep it brief. And I am not sure who's next, but I believe that is it.
Thanks, Randy. Andy. So if you attend a Rotary meeting, typically after we have our speaker, and we have some amazing speakers like Andy and others who update us on the good works and things that are going on in the community. For those who aren't part of Rotary, I highly encourage you to come to a meeting sometimes because the speakers are always great. You learn something and you get to learn a little bit more about the community. So Andy, thank you not only for being a member, but for serving as our keynote tonight. So as we finish up the evening, I'd like to call Father Thomas Sabula up to do our benediction, and then we will adjourn.
Thank you, Greg. Let us bow our heads and pray for this benediction. Gracious God, source of all goodness, as we conclude our dinner this evening, we give thanks for the fellowship we share and for the opportunity to serve others through our Rotary Louisville Club. Bless the work that we have discussed and the efforts we will carry forward into our community and beyond. Guide our hands to serve with integrity, our minds to seek wisdom, our hearts to remain open to compassion and understanding. May the service we give reflect the ideals of fellowship, ethics, and goodwill as we strive to uphold through service above self. As we leave this evening, keep us mindful of those in need and inspire us to be instruments of peace, kindness, and positive change in Louisville, as well as the world beyond. Grant us safe travels home, renewed purpose, and strength to return in service again. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen.
All right, thanks for coming out, folks, tonight. Appreciate you all with this celebration this evening. I now declare this evening's meeting adjourned. Thank you.